Hey, Colby.
What's that, Barry?
I don't have a quote for this movie because it's a true story. I don't know. I don't feel right quoting a movie that's a true story. How's it going, guys? My name is Barry,
This is Colby.
and this is Who Watched This.
Yeah, I'm glad you did. I'm glad you didn't go with the opening line of the movie.
Yeah.
I need you to suck my dick.
There's going to be two people that just found that. There's going to be two different types of people that either found that like super arousing or like disgusted that you said that line. And the former is going to be a stranger, and the latter is going to be somebody that you.
Right, this will be the episode that my daughter picks to listen to. Right?
She's like, he's been doing this for like 5 years. Let me listen to the latest episode. Oh no, my ears, they're tainted. Oh man. So like before we get to actually just go ahead and talking about it, let's just do the movie trailer so I can blame Colby for things. In 1993, a group of teens did the unthinkable. From the director of Kids comes a gruesome telling of an actual murder. Bully. I don't know. I don't know how to do this. I hate Larry Chuck, by the way. He's one of my least favorite directors.
Oh, okay.
So if you guys don't know Larry Chuck, I mean, okay, so like he did Kids, which is like a pretty infamous cult movie about, early, was it like young teens in early 90s New York, I believe 80s or early 90s. And it's just like all of his stuff is just so gruesome and just too much because like they're all centered around sex. Like at least the ones that I've seen, which is Kids, this movie now, and Ken Park, which in Ken Park he has a bunch of actual like sex scenes. Which is like, that's weird, man. Like it's weird. It's like all of his movies are shot almost in the same style as this one was.
Right. And like on that, it was weird because I was like, how old are these people in this? Because they're playing like
They're playing
16-year-olds.
Yeah.
And then there's a lot of nudity. And I'm like, let's hope that these actors and actresses are older than they're portraying.
Yeah.
It's just,
It would skirt the line, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, yeah, because, like, what he does? He does hire actors and actresses that sort of look the age. You know what I mean? It's so, yeah. Right. And the fact that this is, like, movie is actually a real case.
Yeah.
Which is, like, another, like, oh. That's like, make your commentary on fictional stuff, not real people stuff. But yeah, let's, oh gosh, I don't even, like, I mean, yeah, the line starts off with that quote that Kobe had done. But after that, it starts off with like two girls kind of just hanging out together, which is played by oh God, I forgot her name, but she plays Meg in Supernatural. Who now is today a MS survivor. She has multiple sclerosis. But yeah, our two actresses, Lisa and Allie, that's their characters' names, are kind of hanging out, very scantily clad, like dressed. At least Allie is.
Yeah.
And you're like, how old are these girls? Because, like, in my mind, I was like, oh, they're probably, like, college, whatever. you know. And then later you're like, oh, they're all 17 and 18. I was like, ugh. But like they're kind of going through South Florida because that's where this case happens, and then they go into a supermarket where they meet two young men by the name of Bobby and Marty,
Yep.
and one of them is a pretty meek kind of guy. He's like, not making too much eye contact. Two beautiful girls come up to his counter, so he's just kind of nervous. And then Bobby is our bully for this movie.
Yes.
And
oh, that's right. Our month. It's busting bullies.
oh yeah, busting bullies. Yeah, and like what's it called? Bobby is he's kind of like a very Stifler-esque type of person as far as like it's been portrayed in this portion, right?
Yeah.
But he's like kind of also like talking down on Marty, his friend, in front of these two girls, kind of like we've all had guys like that in groups.
Right. Yeah.
When the babes are around, it's like
the testosterone amps,
and they forget how to be a good friend.
Or a decent human being.
Yeah. Listen, you could be a piece of shit human being, but you got to be a good friend to me.
Right.
But they're like, hey, we're going to go to the beach later around 5 and go surfing. So you guys want to watch? And I was like, okay, they both surf. No, only Marty surfs.
Right.
Bobby just like splashes around the water.
Later, and you kind of get that he used to be a competitive surfer. And now he just is like a dropout. He just does it for fun.
Yeah. Like what's it called? Lisa's kind of like enamored. She's like, oh, like he'll never want me. So it's kind of like, they're both kind of matching personalities, and Allie is much more matching Bobby's personality. She's very brash. Right. She's kind of like the wild child, and Bobby's kind of like the dickhead. And then all of a sudden they go to like they're driving around in their car, and it's like, okay, sex is happening now. Allie starts. Oh, first of all, like when they first get into the car, super unnecessary crotch shot on this young actress. Like,
so again, Bijou Phillips is her name.
Yeah.
Apparently, before this, she was like a model, and then she became like this like club kid, and like was like doing all these like club parties and stuff at like 15, 16 years old, and so the director made like a little joke like in one of his like commentaries that was just like, I didn't really mean to do shots like that, but when she like shows up to the set without panties on, like, how am I not supposed to take that shot?
Yes, that's fucking creep. See, this guy's a fucking creep, man. Larry Chuck. Oh man, yeah. And so like, she's giving Bobby a, blowjob, and then Marty's like, I'm gonna fuck this chick.
Right.
But then Bobby starts looking at Lisa, and Lisa sees Bobby looking at her. And so I was like, in my mind, I didn't know this is like a true story. So I was like, oh, it's all fiction, whatever. Like, they're probably going to do it later, And then after that, like, but like, Lisa's like, I'm so in love with Marty. I think I love it. He's my boyfriend now.
Right. And she's telling her mom and her friend.
Yeah.
Like, oh, yeah, he's a hunk.
Yeah, what a stud. And Allie doesn't even live where they live. She lives like 40 minutes away or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know the geography of South Florida, so I'm not too sure. But then like we see Bobby and Marty hanging out, and they're at a gay club.
Right.
This movie, or at least, I don't know, how do we call it? Like autobiography or a true crime movie? I don't know.
And apparently there's also one of those, like the crime channel movie versions of this as well.
Yeah, the very that like a lot of the sex that gets left out in that one. Which is like, again, like this is perfectly his style. It's like I was like, damn, there's a lot of fucking nudity in this movie, and it's like when I went to go look who the director, I was like, yeah, that makes fucking sense, that pervert. But yeah, no, like they're at a gay club, and like it looks like Bobby is kind of pimping out Marty.
Right.
Because he like goes over to like this old guy, and he's like, yeah, he'll make you come in 2 minutes. And Marty like kind of makes a gesture that he's like, yeah, I'm gonna suck your dick. Right? Is that like that's
yeah.
Yeah, and then there's like a group of like, like I don't know, young 20-year-old guys like on the stage dancing provocatively.
Again, we'll go with the creepy. It looked like a bunch of like 14-year-olds on the stage dancing.
God, I hope not. Because there's a lot of like crotch shots in there. I was like, Jesus Christ. And the old guy's like, hey, I'll give him $100 if he goes up stage and dances now. And Marty's like, I don't want to do that, man. I was like, oh, that's where you draw the line? Dancing provocatively in stage, but not sucking this dude's dick? But he like, Marty does it, and he kind of like enjoys it. He kind of starts feeling himself a little bit.
Right, yep.
Man, I don't know what it is. Maybe these two are like secretly gay for each other. The movie never really explains, but Bobby's definitely gay. He's like super closeted. Like that's how like a lot of, especially in the early 90s, super closeted, right? And so like Marty kind of like drifts in his car, and Bobby starts fucking punching him in the head.
But weirdly, before that happens, Bobby's counting money, and he counts. He's like, this 300's mine, and this 100 is yours.
Yeah.
And so you're like, there obviously was more that happened.
Oh yeah, and like I'm glad they didn't show it. I didn't want to see that.
Right.
But they get into a fight, and then Marty is like, oh no, Bobby's like, oh man, come on, man, you're my best friend.
Oh right, because he kind of like he's driving, cuts him off, and he kind of like hits the curb.
Yeah,
he's like, dude, you're gonna mess up my car, and then punches him in the face while he's driving. I'm like, that is now he's gonna wreck your car.
Yeah, exactly. And like, that's when like, what's it called? Marty pulls over. They come out. Marty punches Bobby in the chest, and then they kind of just make up.
Yeah.
Right. But when Marty gets home, he's like talking to his parents. He's like, "Can we just move? Can we just get out of here?"
Right.
And I'm like, dude, just stop being friends with him.
Right. And his parents are like, you know how much it costs to move,
mm-hmm.
And then it's like, he's got like a black eye.
Yeah. No, that's later. Oh wait, no, this whole scene is later because like we cut back to Lisa, and she's like, "I'm gonna go hang out with my boyfriend," because she's talking to like her friend that works at Pizza Hut. When Pizza Hut used to be good. And like there's a lot of sex in this, so like just assume that in between scenes they're doing it probably. Because, like, she starts doing it, her and Marty start doing it. She, what's it called? Yeah, and then, like, and then fucking for some reason, like, Bobby's always kind of around while they're doing it. Right. Until one day, Bobby was, like, in in a bathroom, butt naked, dick all out, spits on the mirror.
Right. While they're having sex just, like, right outside the bathroom.
Yeah. Spits in the mirror and like taps Marty on the side, and he's like, and then punches him out.
Yeah,
knocks him out, and I guess it's safe to assume he had his way with her. I don't know if it was consensual or if it was rape.
Right, and there is also we don't know how much drugs, but there is like everybody smoking pot all the time.
Yeah. Pot, doing acid,
Yeah.
and all that stuff. Oh, like, sorry, one little I don't know if it's a little tidbit, but like, what's it called? Like when Lisa comes, she's like showing. Oh no, that's later. That's later. When the cousin, right?
Mm.
Yeah. So like after that whole scene, Lisa takes a pregnancy test, and she's positive, and she's going around telling her friends like she's like I'm pregnant by Marty, but then in her mind she's like maybe it's Bobby's.
Right. Yeah, her friends are all like, "Yeah, but didn't you sleep with Bobby too?"
Yeah.
She's like, "Yeah, but no, but it's Marty's.
Yeah,
He's my boyfriend, so it's his."
and we've been doing it a lot. I was like, Jesus. And then like she like goes over to her cousin's house, who's played by the guy from Mean Girls. You know, the guy's like, she doesn't even go here. And like goes over, and then like, you know, the cousin comes in, Bobby takes the cousin with him, and he's like, watch this video that we made this 40-year-old guy make, and it's just like some 40-year-old dude on a TV screen like dancing provocatively and sucking on a dildo. And
Yeah.
her cousin's like, yeah, this is weird, man. I'm gonna go outside.
Yeah, this is gross. Why are we watching this? And he's
Yeah.
like, no, you watch this. We made this. We made this guy do this.
It's so funny,
Yeah,
right?
we're gonna sell this to the video stores.
Yeah. And he's super uncomfortable. And so like, you know, and then like the cousin has to stop Marty from attacking Lisa because he's like, you're gonna get rid of it.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. You better find some money because you better solve this problem.
Yeah. Oh shit. And then so like, you know, Lisa's like thinking about it, like, oh my God, what if it is Bobby's? You know, and then she's like, you know, doing it again. I was like, oh God, they're doing it again with like Marty later. Well, like she comes home, like her mom sees the bruises, and she's like, I'm gonna go get my brother because you know they're from Jersey, and they're gonna go fuck him up.
Right.
And she's like, no, Mom, no, I love him. I love him. And she's like, all right, sort this shit out. All right, because I don't want to keep coming home when you got bruises and shit. And so like she's doing it, you know, after like her and Marty do it again, she's like, aren't you so sick and tired of what's his face? Bobby. And he's like, yeah, you know, but like I don't know. I tried moving, and he super breaks down.
Best friends since like we could walk.
Yeah, but he like super breaks down. I was like, I think they're at the beach when this conversation's happening, and he starts like ugly crying. He's like, you know, I was always scared to do weed, but then he made me do it, and then I went home. I freaked out, went home, and he like took the covers away from me, and he kept making me do drugs.
Right, and then I ended up peeing on myself.
Yeah, something had to have happened. Like something gay happened between those two, and like Bobby was keeping Marty drugged up.
Yeah.
To let that stuff happen. But like, you know, like, and then so like for some reason, like Lisa's like, she's still so worried about this whole thing being Bobby. She calls her friend Allie, and she's like, hey, Bobby's into like kinky shit that you like, it would even out kinky you. And so she's like interested because again she's a wild child.
Right.
So she comes, you know, her and Bobby meet up again, and then she like undresses, and they kind of start getting intimate. And then Bobby's like, "Hey, check this shit out," and he starts playing gay porn.
Yeah.
And she's like, "No, this doesn't make me horny." And he's like, "No, it does. It does make you horny." Right. And then aggressively starts like sexually assaulting her, and it's really hard to watch. And he's like,
it is,
yeah, because he's like, yeah, say I'm the best. I was like, Jesus Christ, dude. And so like obviously Allie's fucking pissed at Lisa, and Lisa's like, what? I thought you'd be into it because you're so kinky.
Right. I judge you as kinky, so it's your fault for saying yes.
My whole thing is like, what did she just want that to happen to her friend so she could have somebody to like trauma bond with?
Or is it like she's just scared that Bobby keeps stepping in and when she's trying to be with Marty and
I don't know,
want to be third wheel, and she's like, oh, if I get a girl for him, then he'll leave us alone.
Who knows, right?
Who knows, right?
But like, so like, Lisa starts talking to Bobby again. She's like, "How about we just, kill him?"
Right, yeah, because that's what he's like. She's like, what do we do to get rid of him? Do we just like move away? And he's like, no, I don't even have a college degree, or I
Or
don't have a
high
high school
school
degree.
diploma, yeah.
Yeah,
And she doesn't either.
Right, I can never afford to get out of town. There's nothing we could do. I'm like, the only way to get rid of him is just like kill him. And she's like, oh, now that's an idea that I could get behind.
Which, like, like, I guess in my head, I'm like, well, they're 18, 17 or 18. You really are that stupid when you're that young.
Right. And, you're coming up with this idea while you're smoking weed and or doing acid. And so certainly
She runs away with it.
Yeah, kind of like seem plausible.
Oh, God. And in my head, I was just like, dude, just like scrounge up whatever money you can get, buy a car, move away, or just, again, stop being friends with. Because then, like, we see, like, Bobby's home situation. He's coming from, like, maybe, a pretty well-to-do, like, middle-class family. He's actually still in school, high school.
Yep.
So he's about to go get his diploma, and he's, like, slated to go to, like, a college.
Right. And it's like this weird, like, his dad's pretty strict, but, like, it seems like strict but fair. But, like, his dad's pretty strict, and he's very submissive to his dad. And then so then it's like you almost feel like, oh, now he feels like he's got to go out and people that he can be,
like
dominant over. He wants to be because he doesn't have that luxury at home.
And what's like what kind of made it make a lot of sense to me is like I went to go look at the actual case, and Bobby Kent's is Iranian. He's Middle Eastern. So
right.
like, him being a homosexual and also being like most likely Muslim.
Right. He would have to be closeted because that would be very against his family and religion and
I mean, especially in the early 90s.
Right.
So like I was like, why is this so like such an issue? Because like in the movie he's like white.
Yeah. and the pictures of him, he is also here. Like you think you're like in the movie, you're like, if Marty got mad enough, he probably could take Bobby.
Oh, 100%.
But when you see like the actual pictures, you're like, oh no, yeah, Marty's never taken Bobby. Bobby definitely like pushes him around and
yeah. I mean, it's also because
and he's like a bigger build. He's like handsome. He's cool.
Yeah.
And so like if you're like a little bit nerdier,
I also
scrawnier
think
Marty, you're like, oh yeah, I got to do what this guy does because he's cool and I can get the girls if I'm hanging with him.
Yeah, but it's also like because they've known each other since like the 3rd grade. It's like a long-standing form of abuse.
Yeah.
So and so like even Bobby's dad is like, stop hanging out with Marty. He's a loser, and all that stuff. And he's like, okay, Dad, okay, but Lisa's now hatched this plan, like, we're gonna kill him. And so she's like, calls Allie, who's hanging out with Donnie, her new, boo thing.
Yep.
Just her new person that she's like, well, like her regular person that she fucks. And she's like, I need you to come down and bring whoever you want. So she brings her friend Heather, who she also makes out with. We do learn that Allie is also a teenage mother.
Yeah, and they basically break Allie out of a rehab facility.
And she's like, oh, is that weed? Or is that acid? You have acid? And Donnie's like, oh, I guess rehab didn't do too well.
Right. Don't you got some tweak for me?
Oh, that. Jesus. If you guys don't know what tweak is, it is that crystal meth. Jeez. That's a bad drug, too. That's a bad drug to get on. So they get back to, Lisa's place, and they're plotting it, and they're like, oh, are you serious? Do you really want to do this? And like Lisa's like, come on, Allie, he raped you.
Right.
She's like, yeah, let's go kill the motherfucker, you know?
Yeah, and then Donnie's like super giddy all the time because he's just a total pothead. But then like once he's like, oh, he sexually assaulted you. Okay, well, fine, I get on this too.
Yeah.
Not in a really serious way, but just kind of like yeah, that's wrong.
Yeah.
I
like the normal
like,
reaction of like, oh yeah, that's a, you know, he like snaps back to like reality.
Yeah.
But again, like very lackadaisical. Like he's just like super nonchalant about it. Like everyone's super nonchalant about like this sexual assault that like happened to both these poor women, poor young girls.
And then they're like still inviting him around, like, and
yeah. I don't. We could never understand that, but because if I was fucking Marty, I'd be like, yeah, we're not friends anymore, dude. Don't hang out with me. Don't call me. Don't do anything. Like, I don't want to talk to you ever again. You know?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you took advantage of me while you got me high. So. And you've been pimping me out. Yeah, like there's so many fucking times he could have stopped just told his dad, like, hey, I don't want to hang out with this kid anymore. He's like done some weird stuff to me. I just, yeah. But, so now like they're hatching this movie didn't have to be 2 hours long. Because like what I'm going to talk about next is I could really just sum it up in like 4 sentences. But yeah, like they start gathering this ragtag group of kids, like, Lisa's cousin. They like Lisa's cousin ends up doing acid with Donnie, and they're like, oh yeah, I do combat, and I guess that's a slang for acid, or the fucking knock-off Mortal Kombat game they play.
Right. That's what I was.
And then Allie,
what do you do? I do combat.
Yeah,
awesome. Let's go to the arcade. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, I thought he was like a combat sports, like Brazilian jiu-jitsu or something. And of course, it's like the DNA comics. And then also like, what's it called? Allie is like, oh, I know this hitman guy. I was like, what the fuck? And it's just like, I don't know, white trash dudes.
So it's like, I guess like kind of the story is that the kid, the hitman kid that they call, like his dad is in the mob.
Mm-hmm.
And then like, so the kid is like, I'm tough like my dad. So, but it's like used to be in the mob and now they live in Florida. They like retired to Florida to get away from
the city,
but he's still trying to play off the family name kind of thing.
Yeah, and like this guy kind of looks like that prison guard from Orange is the New Black. Kind of has that feeling. Yeah, and then so like they like first they're trying to get a gun. Lisa's like, my mom has a gun. We can have Allie kind of lure him out to the banks, and then we'll throw his body into the fucking canal, and then the gators will get to him.
Right. Yeah.
Right. And so that's what they do. They had this huge plan, Marty calls up Bobby, like, hey, what's up, man? What's going on? It's been a while. Like, yo, like, Allie wants to see you again. And he's like, really? She really wants to see me? She was pretty mad about last time. I was like, oh, I wonder why. Why she was fucking mad, dude.
But the more she thought about it, the more she was into it.
Yeah.
So,
and
she wants to see you again. He's like, okay.
And for somebody who's... I've seen enough crime documentaries to be like, for somebody who's a closeted homosexual, having somebody kind of reaffirm the things that he's doing to push back that whole thing.
Right.
He was like, okay, this will maybe help me push it back even more. That I found somebody that's willing to watch, gay porn with me while we do it. I was like, Jesus Christ. In my head, I was just like, oh my God, why did Colby pick this movie? I think he picked it out of the movie title more than anything.
I did. I was like, oh, the name totally fits this month's category.
So like Lisa and Allie and Bobby go to the banks. Lisa initiates like having sex, and she's like, "While I'm having sex with him, you can fucking blow his brains out."
Yeah.
But then she like pussies out, or not pussies out. She like hesitates and doesn't do it. They get back to her house. Like I was like, Jesus, like the
And it's
mental
like
toll.
dumb kid thinking.
Yeah.
Like she's like, I was gonna shoot him, but it's my mom's gun, so they're gonna track the bullet back to the gun, and they're like, well, just throw the gun into the ocean. No, but they'll find it and they'll know, and then I'll get arrested and they'll blame it all on me.
Yeah. Which, like, so, like, looking into the actual case, like, yeah, her family was also a part of the mob.
Mm.
And so I'm thinking that gun probably wasn't registered.
Right.
Or it's also fucking Florida. You know what I mean? And so they hatch another plan. And they're like, okay, well, we're going to have to do it again. Try to find a way to lure him back out with more sex. And trying to push this 5.0, which is just like a Mustang. I don't know
Right.
cars, so I'm not too sure what she's talking about. Is that like, does she have like a V8 or something?
Yeah, it's like the engine supposed to be like, because Mustang back then was like the kind of affordable but hot car.
Yeah. Well, yeah, an affordable hot rod.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so like now they're like kind of like rounding up some weapons. Her cousin is like, "Oh my god, are you sure we should do this?" And she's like, "Yeah, I want that motherfucker dead." I was like, "Wow, cuz like cuz Marty will never be happy while he's around." And he's just like kind of just airing out his laundry, and he's like, "Please stop." Please don't talk about it anymore. She's like, "No. He just keeps like beating up on Marty, putting him down, calling him a bitch." It's like, Jesus, like, your worst enemies are the are the people closest to you.
And his aunt, what, like Lisa's mom, is talking to him, and she's like, "Hey, do you still like that Allie girl?" And he's all like, "Oh, I do, but I'm kind of heavy, so I'm not gonna have a chance till I lose weight." And so like you get that like, oh, he's a bigger kid, but
Yeah.
but people make fun of him, and he's like kind of low self-esteem, so he's like, sure, I'll go along with this so that you guys think I'm cooler.
Yeah. You know what though? I 100% think if he tried with Allie, he probably could have. She would have pity fucked him. God, I feel really bad because these are like these people's actual names. And like they're out.
Right.
They're out of prison.
Some of them are.
Lisa's a fucking optician in Pennsylvania. It's on the Wikipedia. And like the cousins also. I was like, it's crazy. Just spoiler alert, just in case you guys didn't watch it. But yeah, no, and so like they come back with a plan. They're talking to the gangster guy, and he's like, "I'm not giving you guys guns. You just got to get a weapons, and then we'll throw his body into. You guys got to have a plan." And I was like, this guy barely. I don't think he knows what he's doing either.
Right. It's just one of those things where I think like, he comes from a mob family, so he's heard stories about like
whack jobs,
New York or whatever, and he's like, yeah, I could do that here.
Yeah. Oh god. So like, they plan it again. They lure Bobby out again, which like, Dad is like, stop hanging out with that. The kid's a loser. We're gonna open up a window tinting and stereo shop. And that's gonna be, life is gonna be so good after that. Oh, if this dad only knew.
But like weirdly, you can picture that. Like you're like late 80s, like an immigrant family's like, oh, hey, stereos and window tinting, we could buy this company, and then we could expand this, and I could 100%. That was like a believable, especially once you like realize that he's like an immigrant
Yeah.
in real life. It was like, oh, that fits so well.
That's like a lot of immigrants family did that, with like
Right, do that like that side hustle so you can open up your own business, and then
like restaurants, dry cleaning, nail shops, auto
right.
repair. Like
Oh yeah,
there's like a
and
ton.
late '90s car stereos was
Oh,
huge. That was
even
high school for me. Like I was.
Yeah.
That was you weren't cool unless you had a custom car stereo, and people were breaking into cars and stealing them, so you had to get the little fake front plate on your
like
car stereos was dumb in the late '90s.
Yeah, until like maybe like late 2000s, it was still like pretty big until like like a car started putting like like the interfaces and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh man, so like they lure him out again. They get him to the banks, and like this hitman kid, he's like, we need a code word. All right, so Heather, you're gonna go over there while he's talking to Allie, and then you're gonna say, oh, aren't these alligators big?
Right. And she's like, what? Alligators? And she's all high and like freaked out, and she's like, and he's just like, just say the word alligator.
Yeah. And so she says
That's
it.
the code word. We'll know that it's time to pounce.
And she says it. And she says it louder. And he's like, what's wrong with you? And all of a sudden, Dunny comes running with his switchblade. And pieces him up like on the top shoulder.
Yeah.
And he's like, what the fuck? Why'd you do that? What's happening? And he starts yelling out for Marty because Marty's his best friend, supposedly. Right. And Marty is the one that has the most anger to release on this kid. Yeah. Because he gets his fucking hunting knife and he starts stabbing. Stab, stab, stab until he cuts his throat. And then I was like, well, that's going to do it, But then all of a sudden, the mafia kid, he like comes in and with a baseball bat and then fucking domes him in the head.
Right. And this would have been after like Casino came out and stuff, where like you see the mobsters always like whack somebody with a baseball bat. Yeah. So like fitting, like we're gonna finish him off with a whack to the head.
Oh man! And so like he tells like the fat cousin, he's like, hey, let's go ahead and dump his body into the fucking canal, which I was like, man, you guys just
and as soon as stabbing starts, even though it's 50 yards away, as soon as stabbing starts, fat cousin's like, nope, I'm getting in the car and I'm just gonna sit here.
All the girls like
anything to do with this.
All the girls like leave and him, but he's like, he does help throwing the body into the fucking canal, and they're all like, now the realization has probably hit them that they've done this, and so they leave. But then like Marty's like, I left the sheet for my thing back there, so they have to go back.
Knife,
and then now Lisa's fucking freaking out, and she's like, I didn't kill him. You killed him, Donnie. You stabbed him. They start playing the blame game.
And Donnie's all like, I just gave him a little poke in the back, and I didn't even hurt him. Yeah, it's not I didn't do nothing.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Like that, like your brain starts rationalizing. Yeah, it was just a little stab. I certainly didn't kill him. It was just a little poke.
Oh man, yeah, and it gets bad. Like they all finally meet back together. They're all like yelling at Lisa. Lisa's yelling at everybody else. Donnie's like, I didn't kill him. Did you kill him, Marty? I don't know. Maybe maybe he did. Maybe the guy that stabbed him like 30 times and slit his throat killed him. Or maybe it was fucking the hitman, little junior gangster over here that domed him in the head.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know. But they kind of like dip out for the night. They all separate. And like, like Marty calls Bobby's house. He's like, hey, Bobby, I'm just calling you, letting you know that I got home. While he's inside Lisa. Or I was like, Jesus. And Lisa's like, okay, cool, we're in the clear. But, like, all these kids start unraveling. Like, the fat cousin talks to his friend at DNA Comics about what happened.
Right. Immediately, like, the next day, he's like, I know something's going to happen. So this is what we did. You work here with me. Can you be, like, my alibi and say that you were with me so that I wasn't with them? And the kid's like, if the police start asking me about a murder, I'm not lying.
Yeah. Fucking moron. And then, like, and for some reason, Lisa goes, like, to her friend that works at Pizza Hut and is like, hey, just to let you know we killed Bobby.
Right. Yeah. Remember how we joked about it? Yeah. No, we actually did it. Can you give me a ride out to the beach so we can make sure that the alligators have taken the body away?
Yeah.
And she's like,
No.
no, I'm going to work in 15 minutes. I'm
Yeah.
not driving you out to the beach to look at a dead body.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not going to be fucking complicit in this shit.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, we cut to Allie, and she's talking to her mom, and she's like, hey, if I saw murder, could I call, like, the anonymous tip line? You think that's cool? Like, you know, I don't have to say anything, right? And her mom's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
So, yeah, if you saw a murder, I feel like they're going to ask you your name. They're not going to just take an anonymous tip.
And all of a sudden, we cut to, like, Lisa calling Marty, and she's like, somebody snitched. And now everybody kind of gets rounded up, you know, except, like, all the other kids turn themselves in except for Marty, who gets, like, picked up at home. Which, like, man, you know, kind of sucks is, like, he had, like, this, like, pretty sweet moment with his little brother. Where, like, he's like, hey, I'm going to go to the skate park. And he's like, where's your earrings? I think it fell off. So he takes his off and puts it on him. And he, like, hugs his brother. He's like, hey, man, I just wanted to let you know I love you.
Yeah, to me, that was 100% him saying to himself, I am definitely going down for this.
Yeah.
So let's have a moment with my brother so at least he has something nice to remember me by, kind of.
Yeah. And now we end up in the jailhouse. All the kids are in prison uniforms. Lisa is like at least six to 7 months pregnant.
Yeah.
And, you know, they're all like, yeah, they're all talking to each other. Then they start arguing. And then Marty's like,
still arguing.
Yeah. Marty's like, yeah, your fat cousin and fucking tweaker over there fucking snitched. And, like, the movie just ends.
Right. And then they show, like, this, like, little of each of the kids in, like, a happy place. And then, like, boom, 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 their sentence underneath them. Like,
yeah, like, Lisa, like, well, a lot of people ended up getting, like, life and the chair, but then it got reduced later on, and some of them even got released. Except for, like, the three people that actually committed the crime. Which is Marty, who got a death sentence by electric chair, and it got switched down to life in prison. And the two other kids got life in prison as well.
Yeah, Donnie and the hitman.
Yeah, and then, like, Lisa and Allie, it was stated they got life in prison, but they actually got released in, I believe, in the early 2000s.
Right. They had, like, 7 years, and they got, like, paroled.
Yeah, and then what's same with, like, the fat cousin. I think he got out like 5 years later. Yeah. But yeah, let's get to our other section: high star, low star. Kobe.
Boom, boom, boom. Oh no. Artistic, unique, and incredible. 10 out of 10. This stellar film by an incredible director is definitely yet another great drama to add to his immensely impressive filmography. The actors do an incredible job, as one would expect from such a great cast, and they convey the rawness and vast range of emotions gracefully. All of this accompanied by a stellar script for the ages, very beautifully written and paced. Indeed, very unique and artistic. The cinematography is cutting edge. Editing is stellar, very splendid done, and beautifully put together in a unique and charismatic way. Overall, definitely a masterful drama that I would highly recommend for any lover of film.
Ooh, and then I have a 1.5 star from Letterboxd. This shit fucking sucked. How the fuck are you going to have a film going through a true story, one that could be very interesting to explore the people and their mindset to the build-up and aftermath, but instead focus more on tits, ass, and bush? You wouldn't think from the synopsis this film would focus more on nudity than anything else. It's so fucking creepy. Every scene had something sexual in it, and it just felt pervy. And now looking at what this director makes, I feel like someone needs to look at his hard drive, because all his films focus on teens fucking. What a disappointing film, man.
That's a similar to what you said.
Yeah.
More politically correct.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I feel like because this is like an actual case, I feel like it was handled poorly. Like, I don't know. What do you like? How do you feel about the movie, Kobe?
It was. Some of the things were graphic enough that it made parts difficult to watch. I'm never into essay. Like, no, that's rough if they try to do it realistic in a movie. So it always makes that kind of those parts hard. Yeah, it was. I mean, it was interesting as a story, but like some stuff they tried to go too dramatic with to try to make it a movie, instead of like it almost would have been like kind of like they were saying it almost would have been better as a like a documentary.
Yeah.
Even or even if it was like a biopic kind of documentary, like, or a reenactment kind of thing, not mockumentary, but
yeah, just like a reenactment.
But yeah, it was kind of like a dramatized story based on true facts. Like it was, and yeah, a lot of nudity. Like, and we joke about, hey, this movie's better because it's got boobs, but like,
not this movie.
I don't want like kid boobs.
Oh.
And like there doesn't need to be like that much. Like it was. I didn't hate it, but it's a tough watch, and not because of the killing part. Like, and weirdly, the killing is almost like unsatisfying. Like,
yeah,
it sounds terrible, but like, because these kids are like so drugged up and spastic that like it just does. You don't get that like like they killed the bully.
Yeah.
Now their life is gonna be better. I was like, oh, you guys are idiots.
Yeah.
And you just made yourself more trouble.
Yeah. I mean, like the killing part probably is the most realistic thing in this movie, as far as like how messy it probably was to do it. But yeah, it's just like this. He couldn't have made this into a documentary because he was like, oh, what about all the fucking teen tits I want to see?
Right.
Like, like this movie really could have just done without a lot of the nudity. You could have just had it like, like cut to fade to black or whatever. Like, we know what's happened, but like, yeah, this director is so fucking weird. And I don't know how he kept getting away with it. Who knows?
Like, apparently no one was funding this until they cast and the names of the people that he got.
Yeah.
It cast were like, okay, well, at least we know we're going to make our money back because of who's in this movie.
The only kid I recognize from this movie is the kid from Mean Girls.
Well, the Bobby isn't he Terminator with the girl Terminator?
Oh,
where she and girl Terminator comes and fights Arnold, and he's like,
oh yeah, like with the
girl who works at the vet clinic.
Terminator 3, I think.
Terminator 3.
Yeah, is that the girl with the Terminator with the red hot leather suit, yes. Right? Yeah. I didn't watch that. I was like, I'm not gonna watch it. I was like, I feel like Terminator 2. That's the best ending you can get.
Right.
For the Terminator series. It just kept getting worse.
Yes. And then it was
like I don't mind a bad movie, but I do mind a bad movie that's taking itself too serious. And the Terminator movies do that. They take themselves so serious. And like the production keeps getting higher and higher, but the story sucks. But yeah, like yeah, like my the biggest thing was like I was kind of uncomfortable with like how poorly done this is. Now like on the true story side, a lot of the facts did come through. Like Bobby was very abusive towards Marty.
Right.
You know, he was
and
doing
they
a lot of bad shit.
They did it in a way where like you generally disliked Bobby. It wasn't.
Yeah, it's not like he was a good guy. And it's like funny because like, you know, on the Wikipedia is like, yeah, Bobby to like adults was like a good kid, but to like his peers, he was
Right.
a terrible person.
Yeah.
And so like you know, I think that that also helped Marty bump his like death row thing to just a life sentence.
Right. Yeah.
Because of mitigating circumstances.
Right. And I was thinking about like the Menendez kind of thing where it was like, yeah, that it was a horrible murder, but is it life sentence because they had a horrible life, and you know how much of that's justified?
Yeah, so like again like this director isn't really my cup of tea. I've watched this now. This is the third movie. It's like, yeah, I would continue to ignore this guy.
We won't have a month where he's the director of the month.
Yeah, yeah. I don't want to watch. I don't want to watch 4 more movies that he's done, and he has a couple more movies. I was like, yeah, I don't want to watch any of those.
Fun fact:
Yeah,
the word or some derivative of the word "fuck" is said in this movie 274 times.
oh my gosh.
So if you don't like swearing, probably.
That's also like I didn't even notice that. Like I was like, because you know, like foul language to me is like it just whatever.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Like depending on the context, right? Like if I'm at work, I'm like I try to tell my coworkers like, hey, you gotta stop saying that out loud when there's customers around.
Oh, right. Yes, because there's certainly some people who do not like.
Yeah, don't be like, did that guy just say fuck? Did the guy just say ass? Yeah, I really don't. Yeah, like you know, like let's go to our last section. I want to go ahead and thank you guys for joining us. Make sure to check all of our months down below where we have other month themes, like Nick Cage month is like one of my favorites. You know, we have like live adaptations of video games and anime. We have some foreign film months. We got a ton.
Musical month.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And obviously Halloween and Christmas.
Right.
So there's a ton out there for you guys. Make sure to check that out. But we do our reviews in 4 different sections. We have streaming DVD, Blu-ray, and the Ultimate Box Collection. Kobe, where you at for this one?
It's a movie that I'm not sad that I saw, but it's a movie that I wouldn't. A lot of times I'm like, that movie wasn't great, but it's like a good background movie. You throw it on like a Halloween party, and you know, there's always something Halloweeny going, so you're, you know, it fits. Yeah, like I'm not like inviting people over to watch this. This isn't ever going to be a background. Like I'm never going to be like, let's throw on the Bully while I, you know, make some pasta because I just need something in the background. Yeah, yeah. Will I ever watch it again? I can't say no, but I don't see a time in the near future where I like feel like I'm gonna need to give it another view.
Yeah.
So I think probably stream it is. Oh, and thank you to Tubi. This was on Tubi.
Mm-hmm.
And Tubi apparently doesn't have any problems with the boobs.
Yeah, no, Tubi does not have any problems.
But yeah, I was free on Tubi if anybody who does want to watch it. But yeah, stream it I think probably is good for me.
Yeah, like, oh God, Kobe, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you were like having people over and you casually just threw this on, they'd be like, Kobe, are you okay? Are you no longer allowed 200 feet within a school? Yeah. I would say this for streaming. I don't want Larry Chuck's fucking. What was it called? God, what did I call it? Collector's edition.
Oh yeah, right, right.
Or
With the
ultimate
directors,
box collect. Yeah.
because he also made a comment about uh, Heather, the one that was like the purpley hair one.
Oh yeah.
Um, she actually wasn't 18, and they did a sex scene with her,
Oh my
or
God.
a nude scene with her that didn't make it into the film
Thank you, man.
because she wasn't 18.
Yeah. God, her parents signed off on that.
Yeah, so uh and then the main actor, I he was in a Marty, he was in a
Yeah.
few things, and as he started to get popular, he also started getting into drugs and ended up overdosing and dying.
Oh God, in real
So
life.
that's, yeah, 2008. So it would have been
Eesh.
about 7 years after this, 7 or 8 years.
Oh gosh, that's pretty bad, man.
Because I was like, I recognize him, but like not from anything recently. And then I looked at it, was like, oh, 2008 was like the last thing he did. And then I kind of looked, it's like, oh, because he is no longer with us.
Oh yeah, that's pretty rough, man. It's rough, for like these people that, like, I don't know. I feel like you gotta know yourself. If you have an addictive personality, don't do it.
Right. And yeah. And you get like these actors and actresses that start young and they just have a unlimited amount of money,
Oh,
seems at a such an early age, and just
what do I do with it?
right.
Yeah, that sucks, man. Me, I love food too much. You should just get addicted to food, At least, you can. That way, I mean, like, you're rich enough, you get a personal trainer. Like, hey, I want to let you know I eat my feelings, so you're gonna have to like kind of help me balance that.
Right, right. And by 25, you're 300 pounds. And then by 30, you make your comeback because you lost 150 pounds.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
back in shape, and
Back in shape.
relaunch your rebrand yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah,
from like 25 to 30, you do like a whole bunch of comedy roles. You know, like now you're like the funny fat guy, so you kind of like train that funny bone, and then by the time
yep,
you get to 30, DC or Marvel's like, hey, come a knocking, hey, we like you, we think you're funny, but we need you to like get buff, and you're like, say less,
right.
and then
$2 million.
yeah,
Yes, I can. I can get ripped for that.
yeah, and then now you're just Ryan Reynolds, except without like all that bad stuff that's been happening. Apparently, he's a fucking asshole in real life, which like is kind of disappointing.
Right.
Oh God, Kobe. But thank you guys for joining us. Make sure to check all of our links down below where we have all our social medias.
Yeah, our Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Threads, X, TikTok, YouTube. We're on everything. Follow us on at least
Something.
something. I know that if you're finding us on like Buzzsprout, our Facebook and YouTube
Hmm.
are linked in there, so you could just click and go directly to
Yep.
our socials.
Exactly.
And then we're just who watches this podcast everywhere else. You could find us easy.
Thank you guys for joining us. My name is Barry.
This is Colby.
And this is Who Watches This. If you guys want to check out his theme music, it is Lee Rosevere. It's called Arcade Montage. It's on our album Music Podcast 3, and the Bandcamp is down below.
Thank you.